Welcome to Why They Fail, the podcast that pulls back the curtain on why continuous improvement efforts fail. Buckle up, because we're not here for motivational fluff. We're dissecting the short-sighted decisions and leadership agendas that sabotage CI success. But don't worry, we'll clue you in to the few simple keys to success to avoid these pitfalls. If you're ready for the truth, let's do this.
Welcome to Why They Fail, the podcast that picks apart the wreckage of continuous improvement efforts. I'm your host, Kevin Clay, a seasoned Six Sigma Master, Black Belt, and mentor at Six Sigma Development Solutions. I'm here to tell you the stories of leadership agendas and short-sighted decisions that derail CI projects. We're not sugarcoating anything in this podcast. Get ready for a raw, unfiltered look at the reasons why so many continuous improvement efforts fail. But don't worry, this is not a doom and gloom podcast. We are also going to show you the insanely simple key to avoiding these pitfalls and building a phenomenal, sustainable CI endeavor. Let's dive in. Hello, and welcome back to the workshop of continuous improvement reality. In our last episode, we tore into the phenomenon of the one-hit wonder. Companies that spend a fortune training Six Sigma green belts, see them knock one project out of the park for their certification, and then let them gather dust. We talked about how this isn't the fault of the newly minted belt, but a catastrophic failure of leadership to build the necessary infrastructure. Without a plan, without true leadership buy-in, and most importantly, without a project hopper that prioritizes work based on what actually matters to the business, these highly trained change agents are set up to fail. They become victims of a system that craves a quick fix, but refuses to build the foundation needed to sustain real change. That theme of seeking the easy way out, of grabbing for an incomplete solution because it feels good, brings us directly to today's topic. We're going to talk about something I see every single day, an insidious trend that has taken over the continuous improvement world. Today we're talking about lean snake oil. You've seen it. I know you have. Go to any business conference or browse online and you'll be flooded with it. Lean expos, lean summits, lean consultants, all promising transformation, all singing the praises of this one, single methodology. But you'll notice a conspicuous absence. The words Six Sigma are often nowhere to be found. The word data is treated like a four-letter word. It's all about lean and only lean. I get calls every single week from potential clients, sharp people from companies of all sizes, and the conversation is almost always the same. They'll say, look, we need to be practical. Lean feels like something our people can rally behind. It's easier to adopt. But the Six Sigma side of things, our biggest fear is getting paralysis by analysis. The moment we start throwing around terms like standard deviation, we're going to see their eyes glaze over. Easier to adopt. Paralysis by analysis. Let that sink in. They are admitting out loud that they want to improve their business based on gut feel and tribal knowledge, not on facts. This always baffles me. Why would an organization consciously choose to use tools to improve that are not based in data? The answer, as we've discussed in this show before, is fear. And where there is fear, there is profit to be made by those willing to sell a comforting lie. Those who sell you a quick fix. Let me propose an analogy. To me, Lean and Six Sigma are like the two hemispheres of the human brain. They are connected, they work together, and you need both for the body to function optimally. The lean hemisphere is the right brain. It's creative, tactile, and tangible. It likes to touch, feel, and see things. This is where you find your qualitative tools, the ones based on experience and team brainstorming. Think of 5 why analysis, fishbone diagrams, and value stream mapping. These tools are phenomenal. They help you visualize waste, see the flow of a process, and get people engaged. They are absolutely essential. And as I say in my book, Most of your quick wins and immediate ROI will come from these basic lean tools, but that's only half of the brain. The Six Sigma hemisphere is the left brain. It's logical, analytical, and mathematical. This is the part of the brain that doesn't work on gut feelings or what we think is happening. It works on data. It uses statistical analysis to prove with confidence what is actually happening. It quantifies problems, tests hypotheses, and validates that a solution has made a statistically significant improvement. Now, which half of the brain do you think most companies and most leaders prefer to use? They gravitate to the lean half. Why? Because it's easy, it's tangible. But most of all, they flock to it because they fear data. Most leaders are conditioned to solve problems through their experience, their gut feel, and their emotions. It's how they got to where they are. So when a consultant comes along and says, you don't need all that complicated math and data, you just need these simple, intuitive, lean tools. It's music to their ears. It validates their existing worldview. It gives them that warm, fuzzy feeling. And this is where the snake oil comes in. Consultants and solutions providers have recognized this widespread fear of data, and they capitalize on it. They've bottled up the lean half of the brain and are selling it as a cure-all elixir. They conveniently forget to mention that you're only getting half the cure. By only using lean tools, your company is only reaching a tiny fraction of its potential. You're operating with half a brain, and you cannot have an optimally functioning body that way. Let me tell you a story to illustrate the difference. Think of a football coach holding a tryout for a new kicker. It's Tuesday afternoon, and he has two candidates competing for the spot in Saturday's big game. He places the ball 30 yards from the goalposts and has each player kick 100 footballs. The first kicker is incredible. He kicks all 100 balls and every single one goes through the uprights, a perfect score. From a purely lean perspective, this kicker is a success. He achieved the goal 100% of the time. The process works. But if you look closer, you see that his kicks are all over the place. Some are just inside the right post. Some are just inside the left. Some barely clear the crossbar. Others sail way over. He is accurate, but he is not precise. Now the second kicker steps up. He also kicks 100 footballs, and all 100 go through the uprights. Another perfect score. But his kicks are different. Every single ball sails directly through the center of the goalposts, splitting the uprights with almost no variation. He is both accurate and precise. From a lean-only viewpoint, both kickers are the same. They have the same capability. They both scored 100%. The process resulted in a good outcome. But who are you putting in the game on Saturday night when the wind is swirling and the pressure is on? You're taking the second kicker. Of course you are. Common sense tells you he is far more capable and reliable. Six Sigma is the tool set that allows you to understand that difference. It doesn't just ask, did the ball go through the goal? It uses data to understand the kicker's ability not just to score, but to hit the exact center of that goal time and time again. It measures and reduces variation. The fear of that analysis, the fear of the statistics that differentiate kicker number 1 from kicker number 2, is what drives so many people to the comforting, incomplete world of lean only. They are so focused on whether the kick was good that they never stop to measure how good it was or how to make it consistently perfect. This isn't just an academic distinction. This is the heart of why so many efforts fail to produce lasting results. A company will use lean tools to fix a problem, and they might see an improvement. But because they don't use data to truly understand the root cause or to measure the impact of their changes, the improvement is short-lived. As I note in Why They Fail, these improvements eventually drift back to their original, unimproved state. The problem wasn't truly solved. A Band-Aid was just applied. Don't get me wrong, I am a huge proponent of lean. As I say in the book, it is a phenomenal methodology, but it is incomplete on its own. The consultants and providers who sell lean as the one and only answer are doing a massive disservice to their clients. They are selling snake oil. either for the sake of profit or, frankly, because they don't know how to analyze the data themselves. They are asking the plumber to build the entire house. True, sustainable breakthrough improvement requires the whole brain. It requires the tangible visual tools of lean to identify waste and engage teams. And it requires the analytical, data-driven rigor of Six Sigma to find the real root causes, optimize processes, and ensure that improvements stick. You cannot solve problems with the same gut feel thinking that got you into them in the first place. So, the next time a consultant promises you a transformation with just a few simple, data-free tools, I want you to think of that football kicker. Ask yourself, are you satisfied with just getting the ball through the uprights, or do you want to build a team that can split the goalposts every single time, no matter the pressure? Stop settling for the warm, fuzzy feeling of the easy answer. Stop buying the snake oil. Demand the whole brain. All right, before we wrap up today's deep dive into failure, let's talk about turning things around. You've heard some hard truths about why they fail. Now, how about learning how not to fail? My book, Why They Fail, is packed with even more real-world insights and the proven strategies to build a truly sustainable continuous improvement culture. And I want to give you a copy for free. Just click the link right there in the show notes. You will find another link that is your gateway to discovering more about how Six Sigma development solutions can help you avoid the pitfalls we discuss. Want to go deeper? We offer public green belt and black belt training at 52 locations worldwide, plus virtual options so you can train wherever you are. We can even bring customized on-site training directly to your organization. Prefer to learn at your own pace? We've got robust online certification training too. Don't wait for your CI efforts to become another statistic. Click the link in the show notes, or if you want to talk it through, call us directly at 866-922-6566. That's 866-922-6566. Get your free book and start building success today. So, there you have it, the seductive allure of lean snake oil. It promises a quick, painless path to improvement, a solution that feels good and doesn't challenge our comfort zones. But as we've discussed, that path is a dead end. It's the path of the first kicker. Accurate maybe, but not precise, and certainly not reliable when the pressure is on. Lasting success, the kind that transforms a business, isn't built on gut feelings or by using only half of the brain. It's built by courageously integrating the creative, tactile power of lean with the logical, analytical rigor of Six Sigma. It's about demanding proof, not just accepting a good enough outcome. My challenge to you this week is simple. Look at your organization's improvement efforts and ask the hard question. Are we operating with our whole brain? Or have we bought a bottle of that lean snake oil, hoping for a miracle cure while ignoring the data that holds the real answer? Don't settle for just getting the ball through the uprights. Build a process so precise, so robust, that you can split the goalposts every single time. Stop buying the easy answer and start building a foundation for real, sustainable success. Thank you for listening to Why They Fail. We're on a mission to uncover why they fail so you can succeed. If you're finding clarity and practical takeaways from this podcast, here's how you can help us reach more people. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's a completely free way to support what we do. Also, make sure you're following the podcast on both Spotify and Apple so you get every new episode instantly. Your voice matters. Leave us a 5-star review and share your aha experiences, or just give us your questions in the comments on Spotify or Apple. See you next time.